Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today in the Ask SSM video series, got an email from a subscriber. This guy is 23 years old, and he's writing in because he has a little dilemma, if you will, at the job. You see, this guy's writing in because his very good-looking boss, not his co-worker, his boss, is hot for him. And pretty much has made abundantly clear that she's into him and he could probably nail her if he wanted to. The thing is, A, it's someone he works with. B, it's his boss. C, she's a single MOM. And D, her ex is a scumbag and all that. And so he wants to hear my opinion on this whole thing. Now, Lord knows how many times I've made it abundantly clear in my videos, I'm sure many have heard this, don't get involved with your coworkers. However, we got a young guy here who has this boss of his. It's not a coworker, it's his boss. So now a little different here, and probably thinks, oh, it's different, or why not? And because he's young and she's hot, and his male coworkers are egging him on, oh, maybe this will be different. Well, you obviously know, guys, pretty much how I'm going to respond to this whole thing. But anyhow, I'm going to go through his email here, let you guys hear about his situation. Everybody thinks their situation is so unique and so different, when no, it's not. It's the same story, it's just different players and locations and all that. But I'll go through that, and then I'm going to try and slap some common sense into this young guy here, because he needs it. And he admits that he doesn't have a father. So I'm like the closest thing to giving him advice. So he needs it from me and needs it from you guys here. He says, hello SSM. I usually view your videos before going to work and before I go to sleep, and I watch all your channels. The SSM Clips, They Did What, and SSM. I'm from a Western European country, and I have a weird situation going on at work, and I honestly don't know what to do. My friend, number one, thank you for subscribing and watching all my channels. I really appreciate that. And two, your situation is not that unique. You're not the first guy in history who has a boss that's hot for him, and has an opportunity to bang her. Guess what? It happens all the time. In the place I work, there's a girl that constantly gives me hints that she wants to F me. Hints like, and he's quoting her, hey, when are you going to have a kid with those nice blue eyes of yours? And there was one day that she was talking with some other colleagues, and the moment she saw me entering the room, she said to them, I wish I had a nice boyfriend to give me a kid with nice blue eyes. Also, every time she sees me and converses with me, it usually is in a very flirtatious way. The problem that I'm facing is that I'm 23 years old and she's 34. Well, you get that instantly, guys. He has that thrill of having the MILF, or the cougar, or something like that. And on top of that, she's a single MOM, and her ex is a scumbag. Oh boy, more things to add to the equation here. She is very pretty, redhead, and a huge ass. And also, she's 34. In the looks department, she looks like she's 25, and I haven't told you the worst. She's my direct superior. In other words, she's your boss. I'm very conflicted. On the one hand, I really do want to do the deed with her. Yeah, we got that. Everybody gets to the point you want to nail your boss. Okay, you're quite clear about that, my friend. But if she wants something more with me, as she has hinted already, it would be terrible because she would have a grudge against me. Oh, you bet your ass if you nail her and go forth with that very brief period of time of pleasure, all the drama that's going to be involved if she wants something more. Oh, you have no idea. My male colleagues are constantly telling me that I should F her, and if they were me, and they wouldn't let this opportunity pass by. Oh, for God's sake. Of course they're saying that. Because she's not paying attention to them. Or maybe she's already hooked up with some of them. Once she had them, she was done. Who knows? And if I let it pass, I'm stupid because she has the biggest ass in our company. Dude, what is with you and the big asses? Are you fucking the Western European Sir Mix-a-Lot here? I like a gal with some junk in the trunk too, my friend. I'm in South Florida. There are so many Latina girls with extra junk in the trunk. I'm in fucking heaven here. But that doesn't mean that if it was a boss of mine or coworker, I'm going to go for it. I'm sure there are plenty other pretty gals in your country that have a big ass, and I want to know how big of an ass this is. Good God. has the biggest ass in her company. I'm very conflicted on what to do, because as I already told you, she's very pretty and she has a nice ass. This is the third fucking time he brings up her ass. I really want to F her, but I also know that anything goes wrong, I'd be putting myself in harm's way. No shit. So I'd really appreciate if you could advise me on this matter. In terms of advice on women, you're the closest I have to a father. Thanks for reading this. Okay, well, hang on. Smack. Bro, you know this is a terrible idea. You know it's a terrible idea. Okay, let's look at the pros and cons here. Okay, you bang your boss, all right? And she's hot, and she's got her big ass. And I still want to know how big this ass is. You know, you put your hands together like this. Is it wider than this? You know, I mean, is it like the size of two asses? Is it a wide ass? Is it a long ass? I mean, I want to know here. We all want to know how big this ass is. Why don't you send me some fucking pictures? Anyhow, putting the ass thing apart, Mr. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Yeah, you can have your brief moment of fun with her, and that's that. And it's going to cause nothing but headaches and problems in your life at work. And if she wants something beyond that, like some kind of relationship or something like that, and you don't give it to her, that's going to affect your job. And Laura knows what she could say about you, what you did if she didn't get what she wanted. Jeopardizing your job, jeopardizing your career, or maybe even potentially saying you did something that you could get you arrested. Really, you got to ask yourself this. And of course, your male colleagues and coworkers are egging you on because, you know, they want to hear the gossip and the stories. Guys can be just as much of gossip queens as girls can be, you know. And yeah, you can feel cool that you bang the boss and you're the big hero with your coworkers and all that, and they give you a pat on the back and say, "Good job, Bill," or whatever the fuck your name is. But it's a terrible idea. All right, so I say don't do it. Okay, I'm sure you can find other pretty gals that are, you know, older than you and have big asses. I'm sure she's not the only girl with a big ass in your country. And go tap that thing. But not your boss, not your coworker. Because this is your job. This is where you earn your paycheck or build your career. Is it worth it for one piece of big ass? No, it's not. And you know that. And so I wouldn't even go there. Now, if she's making you uncomfortable, you have certain options here, but you're kind of screwed. You could obviously pretty much try to have a heart-to-heart and say, you know, pretty much cut that shit out. And I guarantee that's probably going to blow up in your face, and you'll get fired, and she'll make a big scene and all that. I've done stories like that. Or if it's making you uncomfortable, you go to HR and make a complaint. But it could be her word against yours, which means you're screwed and fired anyway. Or you could leave your job because of that. You can make a complaint to HR, then leave, and then try to get some compensation for you having to leave your job because of an uncomfortable situation. But that could be a whole lot of drama. Or you just leave. But no matter what, man, you're fucked because of just how the environment is nowadays with guys and gals. You know, all she has to do is, again, she's a supervisor, or at least she's above you, so she can probably say what she has to say and all that. And that's that. So I would advise not doing anything because it's just simply not worth it. And if you can handle doing your job with her flirtatious comments and everything, okay, fine. But it's a bad idea. And I've done stories about this, bro. Lots of stories where guys got involved with their coworkers and the drama that was brought into their lives was just not worth it. Or guys that have rejected advances from their female coworkers or bosses. And guess what? Women don't like being rejected too much. And they then got those guys fired for rejecting them. So it might be in your interest to start looking for another fucking job. You shouldn't have to. It's ridiculous. Now, some guys might be thinking, okay, look for another job, get hired, then fuck her, then leave. Well, that's like option G at this point. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I think it's a terrible idea as long as you're employed there and you do that deed with your boss. You're just asking for trouble. Still want to know how big her freaking ass is. But anyhow, that's what I think. So you're a grown-ass man. You're 23 years old. You're an adult. Time to make an adult decision here. But I warn you, do not jeopardize your paycheck, your career. You got bills to pay. I'm sure you have some responsibilities you got to make. A piece of ass isn't worth that. A piece of big ass, is that really worth it? You want some big ass, go find another girl with a big ass. Or you come to South Florida, you'll find lots of big asses everywhere around here. So that's what I think. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let this guy know what you think. Please, if you have experience in this with a female coworker or female boss putting the moves on you and what happened, let him be aware of this. Let him know there's other big asses out there that he can tap all he wants. He just has to, put in the effort, but it's not worth it. Let him know. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.